There is a divine seal being placed upon your lips right now, a spiritual tension you might be misinterpreting as a blockage or a lack of flow. I need you to listen very closely, because what you are feeling is not a restriction. It is a high-level form of protection. Think back over the last few weeks. Reflect on your recent victories, the small financial gains, or the budding relationships you shared with excitement. Did you notice a subsequent and sudden complication within hours of speaking about it? That was not misfortune. That was not bad luck. That was an interception. You need to understand a fundamental spiritual law that most people ignore until it is too late. The adversary is not omniscient. The negative forces working against you cannot know your thoughts. They are not God. They cannot read your mind. They can only target what they hear you speak. By announcing your plans, you have been broadcasting the coordinates for your own blessings to be attacked. Attention, you need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you, and strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuru readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment. This period we are entering, starting right now around February 15th, is a spiritual vault. Entering this season with a loose tongue guarantees you will leave with nothing, but entering it with strategic silence guarantees you will emerge in 2026 with an empire. This is a divine intervention to stop a lifelong pattern of leaking your power to dream killers. The rules have changed. The leniency of the past is gone. You must understand the psychology behind your disclosures. Before we go deeper into the mechanics of this spiritual wiretap, I want you to take a second and ground yourself in this moment. If you have felt this specific pattern, share good news, lose the good news, then this message found you for a reason. Do me a favor and click the like button on this video. It's not just for the algorithm, it's a signal that you are ready to receive the wisdom that will seal your blessings. And if you are new here, subscribe and turn on notifications. You don't want to miss the guidance coming in the next few weeks. The shift is accelerating. Now let's diagnose why you do this. Why do you share your plans even when you know deep down you should keep them quiet? It is what is known as the Joseph syndrome. Like Joseph in the ancient texts, you are not boastful, you are lonely. The path of the chosen is isolating. It is a walk through the wilderness where very few people speak your language or see what you see. You share your divine glimpses of the future not to brag, but because you are desperate for connection. You are desperate for validation from those who are spiritually incapable of understanding your assignment. You are showing a blueprint of a palace to people who are comfortable living in a tent. You are seeking affirmation from a graveyard. In doing so, you hand weapons to those who will dig a pit for you. You must heal this addiction to validation. You must come to a place where divine approval is sufficient. If God gave you the vision, He does not need your neighbor to co-sign it. Beyond the psychology, there is a spiritual mechanic at play, the invisible wiretap. The spirit realm contains monitoring spirits that are constantly listening. Your silent prayers are an encrypted channel to the Creator. Thoughts held in the mind are secure, but the moment you speak your intentions aloud, or even type them on social media, you broadcast your plans on an open frequency. This alerts these entities. They are not creative, they are destructive. They cannot stop a blessing that has already landed, but they can abort a seed that is just being planted. This is why projects developed in secret flourish, only to face immediate obstacles the moment they are announced. You have been creating your own delays. To survive the coming trials and to ensure that 2026 is the year of your reveal, 4 categories of information must be classified immediately. The first category is your very next move. Treat your immediate plans like a pregnancy. A seed needs darkness to germinate. If you pull a seed out of the soil every day to show people it is growing, you kill it. Exposing it prematurely kills its potential. Announcing your next step alerts every negative force to block you. Silence is your greatest strategic advantage now. When you move in silence, your enemies do not know what to attack. They cannot sabotage a plan they do not know exists. You become unpredictable. You become dangerous to the kingdom of darkness because you are effective. Think about a game of chess. You never tell your opponent where you are moving your queen next. Life is not a cooperative game with everyone around you. It is a spiritual battleground. Keep your next move completely hidden until it is already done. In fact, let the results speak for you. Results have a frequency that no one can argue with. The second category you must classify is your financial maneuvering. We are living in an economy of envy. When you speak about money coming in, or an investment you are making, or a debt you just paid off, you trigger a specific type of spirit in others, the spirit of lack and jealousy. Even people who love you can unconsciously project envy onto you. That envy is energy. It is a heavy, sticky energy that attaches to your finances. Have you ever noticed that as soon as you brag about a bonus, your car breaks down, or an unexpected bill arrives that matches the exact amount you just received? That is the law of equilibrium in the negative sense. You broadcasted your abundance, and the enemy sent a bill to consume it. Keep your finances boring to the outside world. Look like you are doing okay, but never reveal the surplus. The surplus is for your expansion, not for public consumption. The third category is the state of your relationships, specifically the restoration of them or the beginning of new ones. Love is fragile in its early stages. There are forces that hate unity. When you find someone who aligns with your soul, or when a broken relationship begins to heal, keep it under the radar. The moment you post that picture, the moment you tell your skeptical friend about how happy you are, you invite their projection into your union. You invite their doubts, their past traumas, and their cynicism to filter into your relationship. You don't need their opinion. You need the connection to strengthen without interference. Protect your heart by protecting the privacy of your bond. The fourth category is your spiritual warfare and your specific weaknesses. Never ever say out loud what hurts you the most. Never say, "I just can't handle it when this happens," or "My greatest fear is..." When you speak your fears aloud, you are literally handing the enemy a playbook on how to destroy you. You are telling the monitoring spirits exactly which buttons to push to make you stumble. Take your fears to God. Take your weaknesses to the secret place of prayer. But when you are in the world, you must appear impenetrable, not fake, but guarded. Do not give the coordinates of your open wounds. I want to pause here because this is heavy. I can feel the realization sinking in for many of you. You are looking back at the last 10 years and realizing, I did this. I caused the delay. Don't fall into guilt. Guilt is a waste of energy. This is about course correction. If you are ready to seal your lips and protect your future, I want you to comment below right now. I move in silence. Declare it. Let that comment be the first step in your new discipline. I move in silence. Write it down. Now let's look ahead. Why the focus on 2026? Why is this period of silence so critical for that specific timeline? Because great things take time to build, and they require a foundation that hasn't been cracked by interference. The vision you have, That massive shift in your career, that ministry, that business, that family restoration. It is too big to be birthed in a month. It is a multi-year gestation. The year 2026 is a harvest year for those who plant in the dark right now. But if you keep digging up your seeds to show people, you will have no harvest in 2026. You will have a field of dead potential. This is also about energy conservation. Talking takes energy. Explaining yourself takes energy. Defending your dreams to people who don't believe in them takes a massive amount of energy. Imagine if you took all that energy, all those hours spent on the phone, all those social media captions, all that time seeking validation, and you poured it directly into the work. You poured it into the execution. You would be unstoppable. The reason you feel drained is that you are leaking your vitality through your mouth. You are hemorrhaging power. The seal on your lips is a tourniquet. It stops the bleeding so the power can rise within you. Let's go deeper into the Joseph syndrome, because this is the root cause for most chosen ones. You have to make peace with being misunderstood. This is the hardest part. You want to be known, you want to be seen, but the cost of being seen by the wrong people is the destruction of your destiny. Joseph was hated by his brothers, not because he was bad, but because he had a dream that placed him above them. He shared it innocently, but they received it with malice. You assume everyone has your heart. You assume that because you are happy for others, they will be happy for you. That is a dangerous assumption. The human ego is fragile. When you shine, you inadvertently cast a shadow on those who are standing still. Your progress reminds them of their stagnation. By staying silent, you are actually being kind. You are protecting them from their own envy, and you are protecting yourself from their reaction. There is a specific test coming for you this week. Something good is going to happen. A door is going to open. A phone call will come with good news. The urge to pick up the phone and call that one friend, or to post a vague status update about big things coming, will be overwhelming. That is the test. The universe is checking to see if you can hold the container. If you spill the energy, you fail the test, and the progress stops. If you hold it, if you contain that excitement and transmute it into gratitude and focused action, the next door will open, and the next. This is how you build momentum. Momentum is built in a vacuum. Think about the most powerful forces in the world. The roots of a giant oak tree grow in total darkness. The diamond is formed under crushing pressure in the deep earth, unseen for millennia. The human embryo develops in the secret place of the womb. All life, all power, all transformation happens in the dark. Why do you insist on living your life in the fluorescent light of public opinion? Step back into the shadows. The shadow of the Almighty. That is where you are safe. That is where you grow. I want to address the fear that comes with silence. You might fear that if you don't speak, people will forget you. You might fear that if you don't announce your moves, people will think you are failing or doing nothing. Let them think that. Let them think you are stagnant. Let them think you are out of the game. It is better to be underestimated than to be targeted. Let their underestimation be your camouflage. While they are busy discussing your apparent lack of progress, you are building a skyscraper in the fog. When the fog lifts in 2026, the reveal will be undeniable. You won't have to say a word. The structure you built will shout for you. This requires a level of maturity that you are finally ready for. You have gone around this mountain enough times. You have seen the pattern. Excitement, announcement, attack, delay. Excitement, announcement, attack, delay. Break the cycle. The only variable you can control is the announcement. You cannot control the attackers, but you can starve them. Silence is starvation to monitoring spirits. They feed on information. When you give them nothing, they have to go look for food elsewhere. They will leave you alone because you are no longer an interesting signal. You become static. You become invisible. And in that invisibility, you are free. Let's talk about the practical application for the next few days. You need to audit your communication. Look at your text messages. Look at your social media drafts. Who are you telling? Why are you telling them? Is it necessary? Is it a need-to-know basis? Most of the time, the answer is no. You are telling them to soothe your own anxiety or to get a hit of dopamine. Stop it. If you need to talk to God. Write in a journal that no one reads. Record a voice memo that you delete later. Get the energy out, but do not broadcast it to the human network. There is also a dimension of testing the waters that you need to stop. Sometimes you share an idea just to see how people react, to gauge if it's a good idea. This is a sign of weak intuition. You are outsourcing your guidance system. If God gave you the idea, it is a good idea. You don't need a committee to vote on it. When you ask for opinions on a divine assignment, you are inviting confusion. One person says, be careful. Another says, that's risky. Another says, I don't get it. Now you are confused. Now the clarity is gone. And you halted your own progress because you valued human logic over divine instruction. The concept of the vault is what I want you to visualize. Imagine your life is a bank vault. Inside are the treasures of your future, your destiny, your family, your wealth, your health. You are the bank manager. Would you leave the vault door wide open and post the combination on the front door? No, you would keep it locked. You would only let authorized personnel in. And right now, for this season leading up to 2026, you are the only authorized personnel. Even your closest family members might not be cleared for the deepest levels of the vault. That's okay. You can love them without exposing your blueprint to them. I feel a resistance in some of you regarding the monitoring spirits concept. You might think, is it really that serious? Are there really spirits listening? Look at the evidence of your own life. Look at the precision of the attacks. How did the car break down the exact day you got the raise? How did the argument start 5 minutes before the big interview? The timing is too perfect to be random. There is an intelligence behind the opposition, and that intelligence relies on surveillance, spiritual surveillance. Counterintelligence is your duty, and the #1 rule of counterintelligence is radio silence. This is not about living in fear. It is about living in wisdom. The Bible says, be wise as serpents and harmless as doves. We are very good at the harmless dove part, but we are terrible at the serpent wisdom part. The serpent hides, the serpent waits, the serpent strikes only when necessary. Be like the serpent in your strategy. Keep your coils hidden in the grass. Do not rattle your tail until it is too late for the enemy to react. Let's re-examine the 4 categories with a focus on how to deflect. When people ask, what are you up to? Have a prepared, vague answer. Just working on myself, or focusing on the day-to-day. Do not lie, but do not reveal. You are under no obligation to provide a status report to anyone. If they press you, smile and change the subject. Ask them about their lives. People love to talk about themselves. Let them talk. While they are talking, they are not extracting information from you. You are safe. Regarding your next move, if you are planning to move houses, change jobs, or start a business, do it in the dark. Let the for sale sign be the first time they know you are moving. Let the grand opening post be the first time they know you started a business. The shock of your sudden success is part of your testimony. It shows that God was working while the world was sleeping. It brings more glory to the Creator because it seems like a miracle. It seems like it appeared out of nowhere, but you know the truth. You know it was months and years of silent labor. Regarding relationships, if you are single and dating, keep it quiet. Do not post the soft launch photo of their hand holding yours. Do not check in at the restaurant. Enjoy the person. Build the bond. If it doesn't work out, you won't have to explain the breakup to 500 acquaintances. If it does work out, you will have built a foundation of trust that isn't based on public performance. Privacy is the new luxury. Intimacy requires privacy. You cannot be intimate with the world watching. Regarding spiritual warfare, when you are under attack, wash your face, put on your best clothes, smile, do not look like what you're going through. If you look defeated, you attract more defeat. If you complain, you attract more reasons to complain. Confuse the enemy by looking victorious while you are still in the battle. This is a high-level spiritual tactic. It signals faith. It signals that you know the outcome is already won. And it prevents the vultures from circling because you don't look like a carcass. You look like a king. You look like a queen. As we move toward the end of this transmission, I want to give you a challenge for the next 7 days. A complete information fast. For 1 week, tell no one anything of substance about your goals, your money, or your moves. If something good happens, hold it in your chest. Feel the burn of the secret. That burn is the energy accumulating. It is the pressure building up that will eventually launch the rocket. If you can do 7 days, you can do 30. If you can do 30, you can make it a lifestyle. The year 2026 is going to be a year of public rewards for private disciplines. The people who are loud now will be exhausted then. They are burning their fuel for attention today. You are saving your fuel for destination tomorrow. The choice is yours. Do you want the dopamine hit of a like today, or do you want the legacy of a dynasty in 2026? You cannot have both. You have to choose. This is a lonely path, I know. I am speaking to you as someone who knows the silence of the wilderness. It can feel cold. It can feel like no one cares. But God cares. The angels are with you. You are surrounded by a cloud of witnesses in the spirit realm who are cheering for your endurance. You are not truly alone. You are just set apart. There is a difference. To be set apart is to be sanctified. It means you are being kept for a special purpose that common usage would destroy. You are fine china, not a paper plate. You don't get used for every picnic. You are kept in the cabinet until the king sits at the table. Stay in the cabinet. Stay in the vault. Let the master polish you in secret. Let him refine you without the audience. When he brings you out, it will be for a banquet that the world cannot ignore. But until then, hush. Quiet your soul. Quiet your tongue. The work is being done on the inside. If this message has confirmed what your spirit has been trying to tell you, then you know what to do. You need to lock this in. Don't just watch this and scroll to the next video. Pause. Reflect. Make a covenant with yourself right now. I will not cast my pearls before swine. I will not give my strength to the stranger. I want you to check if you are subscribed to the channel. We are building a community of silent warriors here. People who understand the laws of the Spirit. If you are not part of this, you are missing the daily bread that feeds your spirit man. Join us. Activate the notification bell so you are alerted when the next transmission comes through. The algorithm might hide this content, but you can demand to see it. And before you go, leave that comment. I move in silence. Scroll down and read the other comments. See how many others are on this same journey. You are part of a legion of chosen ones who are waking up to their power. Seeing their names, seeing their declarations will give you strength. It will remind you that while you are physically alone in your room, you are spiritually connected to an army. The seal is set, the vault is locked, the work begins now. Do not break the seal, do not open the vault. I will see you in the silence where the real power resides. Remember, the enemy listens to your frequency. Change the frequency to 0. Silence is not empty, it is full of answers. Silence is not a lack of action, it is the highest form of action. It is the sound of God working. Let Him work. The next time you feel the urge to speak, swallow it. That is your power returning to you. That is your destiny solidifying. 2026 is waiting for the version of you that learned how to keep a secret. Be that version. Start today. The protection is active. The purpose is protected. The reveal is delayed for maximum impact. Trust the timing. trust the silence. This is your mandate. Walk in it. Until next time, stay covered, stay quiet, stay chosen. There is a profound mystery in the way the universe operates, a mechanism that respects the hidden things. Think of the roots of a mountain. They go deep into the earth, unseen, anchoring the majesty above. Your life is meant to be a mountain, not a billboard. A billboard is flashy, thin, and can be blown over by a strong wind. A mountain stands through the storm because its foundation is deep and hidden. You are building a mountain. Do not treat your life like a billboard advertisement. Let's go back to the monitoring spirits for a moment, because I need you to understand the legalities of the spirit realm. The spirit realm operates on laws, just like the physical realm operates on gravity. One of these laws is the law of agreement. When you speak, you bring things into agreement with the physical world. If you speak a blessing, you agree with God. If you speak a fear, you come into agreement with the enemy. But here is the nuance. If you speak a plan before it is authorized to be released, you are violating the law of timing. You are trying to birth a baby at 3 months. It cannot survive. The monitoring spirits are simply enforcing the consequences of your violation of timing. They are the vultures that clean up the dead things. If you expose your dream too early, it dies, and they come to eat. Do not feed them. I know you are burning to share. I know the excitement is almost painful. That pressure you feel, that is the same pressure inside a steam engine. If you let the steam out of the whistle, it makes a loud noise, but the train doesn't move. If you keep the steam inside the cylinder, the pressure builds and drives the piston, and the train moves forward. Do you want to make a noise, or do you want to move forward? You have been blowing the whistle for years. I'm going to do this! I'm going to be that! Whistle, 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 and you are standing in the same station. Stop blowing the whistle. Let the pressure drive the piston. Let the pressure change your life. This February 15th marker is significant because it represents an energetic shift. The cosmic winds are changing direction. We are moving from a season of exposure to a season of incubation. If you try to swim against this current, you will drown in frustration. If you flow with it, if you embrace the incubation, you will be carried effortlessly. The universe is trying to hide you. Stop jumping out of the bushes. Let yourself be hidden. God hides his greatest treasures. Gold is hidden. Diamonds are hidden. Oil is hidden. If you are precious, you will be hidden. If you are common, you will be exposed. Accept your hiding as a compliment from the Creator. He is hiding you because you are valuable. Think about the Joseph story again. He was hidden in a pit, hidden in a prison for years. No one knew who he was. He was just a number. But in that dark prison, he was refining his gift. He was interpreting dreams. He was staying faithful. He wasn't sending letters to his brothers, trying to prove he was still alive. He was silent. And in one single day, one day, he went from the prison to the palace, from the hidden place to the highest place. That is your trajectory. But you have to endure the prison of silence to get the palace of influence. You cannot skip the process. There are people watching this video who are on the verge of a financial breakthrough, but you are about to self-sabotage by telling a friend who secretly competes with you. Do not do it. Listen to me. Do not do it. That friend does not want you to starve, but they do not want you to feast. They want you to do just well enough to not be a burden, but not well enough to make them feel insecure. If you tell them, their subtle, passive-aggressive energy will puncture your balloon. You will feel the air go out of your excitement immediately. You will leave the conversation feeling heavy. That heaviness is the transfer of their limitation onto your potential. Avoid it by keeping your mouth shut. There are others watching who are about to meet a soulmate. The energy is lining up, but if you go around complaining about how there are no good men or no good women, you are cursing your future. And if you meet someone and immediately tell your cynical family, they will plant weeds in your garden. Oh, he's probably just like the last one. She's probably only after your money. You don't need those voices. You need to hear the voice of your own intuition and the voice of God. Silence the crowd so you can hear the Spirit. This is a training camp. The next few years until 2026 are your training camp. You are being trained in royalty. Royalty does not gossip. Royalty does not overshare. Royalty keeps its counsel. You are a child of the King. Act like it. Have some dignity in your process. Stop bleeding on people who don't have bandages. Stop asking for directions from people who have never been where you are going. The silence is not a punishment, it is a privilege. It is a VIP section where only you and God are allowed. Enjoy the exclusivity. Stop trying to drag everyone into the VIP section. They don't have the wristband. They didn't pay the price. You paid the price. You cried the tears. You fought the battles. This revelation is yours. This next level is yours. Protect it. I want you to visualize a calendar. Today's date, February 15th. Then visualize 2026. Draw a line between them. That line is a tunnel. You are entering the tunnel now. It is dark in the tunnel. There is no applause in the tunnel. But the tunnel is the only way through the mountain. If you try to climb over the mountain in the public eye, you will freeze or fall. Take the tunnel. It is faster, even if it is darker. Keep moving. Don't stop to talk. Just walk. When you emerge on the other side, attention, you need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you. And strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuzazara readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment.